father will hate him on sight. He's cleverer than him, and he's black. She might change her mind.
I've met the man I want to spend my life with.
Are you insane? White, British, and she's a salesman's daughter.
Congratulations on this project. I got to see it last night, and it definitely impacted me in a way I was like, wow, this is like a story I did not know at all. Were you surprised by the story when you first heard it?
I was, yeah. I mean, that was partly why I was very keen to see it get made, because not only was I surprised that I didn't know it, I felt I should know it, and a lot of people should know of it in the United Kingdom, where we're from, and in all across the continent of Africa. But also, what was quite surprising is a lot of people in Botswana didn't know this story. Yeah, and so you know, it just goes to show what happens to history when only a particular kind of person is getting to tell it. So you know, that those are all reasons why the film getting made was important.
Were you surprised by the story as well?
Yes, but then, I mean, I don't sort of, you know, have any arrogance to the point that I'm, you know, really abreast of history. I mean, and there are loads of incredible stories I won't have heard of, you know, so I was just excited that we were going to get to tell it, because I thought, you know, this is something that genuinely is inspiring. This is going to, you know, if I walked out of the cinema having seen this, I would be very excited by the potential. I don't know, it's one of those films that gives you a sense of what's possible, humanly possible.
Very true. I can imagine the project has been in the works for a little bit, but it's so relevant to everything that's going on in the world today. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, but I think there's never going to be a time where a film about the power of love is going to be irrelevant. I think it's very relevant now, where you have situations where in our country, in the UK or here in America, where it feels from a governmental point of view, there seems to be this intent on making people distrust each other, keeping people apart on the basis of them being different, whether racially or from a gender point of view or from a religious point of view, none of which I think points to the best of who we are as people. And you know, the film is indicative of what is possible when people are allowed to come together.
You guys have worked together before, and now it's your second project. Tell me most about what you admire about each other.
Oh, well, so much. I mean, apart from thinking David's a fantastic actor, I think he's a fantastic man. And I think, you know, you play these characters like Seretse. You can't just have a good actor. You have to have a commitment that runs fathoms deep. You know, there has to be an allegiance between what Seretse is transmitting and something in the sort of core of who David is. You know, Seretse wouldn't come off as such a noble man if David didn't have that inside him as well. I think it's that sort of riding the wave of you plus character that makes something really gel.
And for me, you know, I was very keen on it being Rosamund. I actually remember the first time I hinted at it to you. It was at the Palm Springs Film Festival. We were backstage just before we were both there to get these awards, and I said I have something for you. And I'd always thought she would be great for this, partly because, you know, I'd seen a lot of Rosamund's work, and then I saw her in Gone Girl, and it showed me yet again I just can't pin what a Rosamund Pike performance is going to be, and I just felt that's what you need with Ruth, is this enigmatic quality that draws you in, that makes you want to know more. And I always knew that these two people fall in love quite quickly in the film, and what is going to make an audience believe that is seeing through this man's eyes the desire to know more about this woman, and that is something I feel Rosamund has as a quality on screen. So it felt very right.
He likes me.
Did you guys get to talk to the common family at all a little bit before you took on the parts?
Yeah, Marcus Tehar who's the nephew of the current president, and the current president is the son of both Ruth and Seretse. And our writer was able to speak to Muriel before she passed away recently, and also Naledi. Muriel is
Ruth's sister,
Ruth's sister in the film, and Naledi.
No, she died
sister.
just before I came on board the film, sadly. But
yes, but
the screenwriter was able
to meet him, and Naledi passed away, I think, just before we started shooting the film. So they were all, around it, gave us their blessing to shoot it, and were very much with us in terms of just making sure we got it right.